Hey there, friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies. I'm just going to clear the space. So feel welcome to close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out just to clear your energy. Clearing all your energy from the top of your head all the way down your neck, your back, your spine. All right. Let's jump in, Pisces. Sun, moon, rising will be the most dominant. If I didn't say, g'day, it's Jamie here. Let's check in for your energies and see what is going on. All right. I hope you've had, a good week. I've actually opened up some private sessions with me personally, as well as pre-recorded sessions. And the reason I'm doing this, I have got a major project kicking off in 2 weeks' time. So I've got 2 weeks open, and I know a lot of you do reach out to see if readings are open, and those who also like to meet with me privately. So I have opened them. It is the first link below. When they're gone, they're gone. And as I've noted on there, in the first link below in the description box, I've only got open up until I think it's the 5th of September, but bookings close on the 3rd. And there is, as always, a special gift and offer that comes with it. So check it out if that is something you feel called. I know it's not for everyone. All right. Energies. Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know for our Pisces? Current energies. Beautiful. We've got the sun. As you know, I don't read reversals, guys. I know some of you mentioned that before. We've got the sun energy. Crossing it, we have the moon. Interesting. Masculine, feminine energy. Let's keep going and then we'll dive in. We have got the Queen of Wands influencing this current situation. Past, impacting. We've got 10 of Wands. What's on in their mind? We've got the Queen of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So we've got two energies showing up there. Near future. 5 of Swords. Your power. We've got the 4 of Wands. Environment. We've got the Hierophant. Hopes and fears. Temperance, I think that was in the same spot yesterday. And potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcome for our Pisces regarding this current situation. We've got 2 energies here. 3 we've got coming through. We have got the High Priestess, the 8 of Wands and Page of Wands. So something intuitively, I like that where that's heading and going. Okay. Underneath, Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, Mother Star, 2 of Cups. Bam. All right, Pisces, let's jump in. So current energy, we've got the sun. So Leo energy makes sense. We do have Venus gone into Leo. And hence you'll see in the private sessions I've got out, it's called Venus. There's some really beautiful energy that feels like it's showing up, or things that you needed to see that you haven't seen, or maybe something that you're wanting to gain clarity on. I feel like that will show up. I feel whatever this challenge is, it's going to be put out by this sun. Okay. So the challenge here, you've got the moon energy. That could be something about your intuition. There could be something here about feeling like something may be hidden, or the way that you look at a potential situation, or the way someone is showing up in their feelings may not be clear. But I feel like I said, I feel like the sun is outshining the moon. However, this also could be masculine, feminine energy. So the sun is masculine energy, the moon is feminine energy. The sun is Leo, the moon Piscean, Cancerian energy, okay? So, connect into, perhaps some of you are being challenged right now with a feminine energy. You could be challenged with your own feminine energy right now, or tapping into your intuition. So there's something here about that energy that is just showing up. But again, I feel like this will be clearing out for you sooner rather than later. In terms of what is influencing this situation, you have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, again, is a fire energy. Leo, Sag, Aries. Look, I'm getting more Leo energy coming up with this. There is something about this persistence that you may have, your focus, your creativity, you're very attractive right now, okay? Whatever this is, very attractive energy. So I feel whatever it is that you're going for, whatever you're putting yourself out there for in terms of your experience, in terms of your insight, in terms of what you know and the way you carry yourself forward, this is I feel a very strong energy for you. If you're dealing with a potential Queen of Wands here, or are being challenged by some form of feminine energy within yourself. Okay, so if you're whether we're a man or woman or how we identify, that is not what we're looking at here. I just want to make that clear. What we're looking at is our energy that we potentially need to tap into for certain roles or certain things that we do. We usually have a dominating energy within us, okay? And I feel like there's something here that maybe what you're being asked for is to step more into your feminine energy or focus, but also, this creative spark, this intuitive spark. But there's something about the doing of this that's really important on how you show up. So I feel there's a lot perhaps to do with your own identity as well. So just be mindful of that as part of this, because that's what's being also challenged. So I feel the more that you can step into yourself, your intuitive part, again, there's something about identity that I feel is very relevant. So just be mindful of that for yourself here, Pisces, okay? Because that's working in your favor, whatever this Queen of Wands energy is for you and how you feel represented. Step into that energy of the confidence that you have of who you are as a person and getting focused on the creative elements in what makes you, okay? In terms of the current, the past, how it's impacting today, there's some pressure that you've potentially been carrying. But again, I feel this dissipating. I don't feel like this is hanging around. I feel like whatever that you've been dealing with, you've been able to handle it. And whatever you've been able to handle, it's because you've built this strength of carrying things. It doesn't mean we need to carry them, but I think there's an element here that you get to expend this in a way of you get to free yourself from whatever you've been carrying and be able to handle the things that perhaps you have been carrying with whatever this influence and this sun shining its light on you. The sun is the life force, the sun is good fortune, the sun is beautiful energy that's showing up here. So I feel like, again, whatever you're carrying or what you've been carrying or what you've been doing to keep getting on, this is, I feel, clearing away. In terms of mindset and what, is carrying at the moment in terms of above you, you do have the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So there seems to be something that you feel deeply connected to here, Pisces, that is on your mind. You feel it, you feel connected to it. You also may be feeling a bit of pressure around it as well. But there's also some element here. I've got creativity showing up again here, but there's an emotional aspect to it that I feel when you're connected to something on an emotional level, how it allows you to expand. But you may have felt a little bit blocked on intuitively or being guided in something here. But ultimately, there's something that I'm guessing here that you're feeling connected to. But at the same time that, when we love something deeply, whether it's someone or something that we really enjoy doing or believe in, sometimes we'll put down all our barriers, all our guards, and just go all in, not realizing that sometimes going all in isn't beneficial when you just love it so much, because usually we're doing it with rose-colored glasses at times. We're allowing people to take all our energy. Sometimes we end up getting taken advantage of, or we're just not setting healthy boundaries, okay? And I feel like there's something here about that may be on your mind, or something that you may be recognizing with a certain situation that I'm feel like you're being called right now to really look at that aspect. Just because you love something doesn't mean you have to, constantly give and please, which is overtaking, who you are, or doing things to please others because you love them. There's something here, or love this situation, or love that thing, whatever it might be. There is something here that I feel you're just being asked to put a little bit of, I'm going to say boundary, more so in play here, okay? And then we have near future, we do have the Five of Swords. So, and this is what you could be worried about, is that if you do share something here right now that, you need or that you're seeking. Because the Knight of Wands too could be asking for help. Maybe some of you need to ask for help, but maybe you feel like you've got this. This is your energy, Pisces. But there is something here about worried about some form of conflict. This is usually more a communication conflict or mental conflict that someone is sitting in, or maybe end up experiencing. And it could come off the back of something that you're thinking about. Just be mindful that you're not planting seeds to a complexity that you don't want, if that makes sense. Because as I said, I'm seeing something here that you're carrying, but also potential some conversation or worried about some conversation or some conflict potentially arising because you've put up something, or being asked to put up some boundaries, or being asked for some support, or it's like you're asking for something and hoping someone will come and see or acknowledge how you're feeling. And maybe you feel if you express it, then there might be some conflict. So I don't know what situation is going on for you right now. This is a general read, so this is not going to relate to everyone. This is not always about, work. This is not always about your partner. This could be about friendships. This could be about family. Take it how it resonates for you. However, ultimately, at the end of the day, you've got something here showing up that wants to heal and wants to share some truth and insight with you to allow you to expand and grow. Whatever conflict shows up here, again, I feel like you're being asked to stand in your truth, but not carry on and take other people's burdens on like that's a requirement of who you are. In terms of your power in this situation, you do have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is and can be about partnership. It can be about home life. This is your power. So whoever that you're joining forces with or choosing to join forces with, this is going to be an important factor here. You may find that you and your partner have something that you need to combat. Maybe, you guys are doing in this situation together, working towards something. This could be a new path or a new journey that you're going towards or want to go towards in terms of some commitment here. But I feel like wherever that you're heading to next, that may come up in conflict in terms of conversation. It's interesting what's coming up energetically, because it's like you might be feeling a little bit split right now between something that you love and something that you may know is not 100% right for you. And you could be a little bit torn in this situation. I don't think it's major in a sense of this could cause some serious issues. What I feel is there's something that you may need to get right within you to feel at peace with it, because it's something you're not at peace with. And I do feel this is more internal rather than external. But wherever I see this going here for you is very positive. I feel if there has been any conflict in terms of a relationship or terms of someone that you care about, I am sensing here that there is some form of commitment that two people are making. Perhaps, someone is expressing love. Maybe they're not feeling they're getting it back. Maybe someone is feeling a bit blocked, or maybe someone's feeling like they're not being let into a situation. But I am seeing this figure its way out or figure its way through, okay? Because I am seeing someone may have certain views that could be a little bit different or come from a different, upbringing or a different perspective. And I think it's really important here to be open, because I am seeing someone is a little bit perhaps rigid in their thinking or how things need to work. So whether or not you can be flexible or whether this person will be flexible, I can see this is what you're wondering. Is this something that we can work out? Is this something we can come to peace and terms with? Okay. Ultimately, as we look at the outcome here, you do have the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So whatever this dynamic is about, I feel like whatever may be in conflict, you choose to still go towards or still choose to work out, because I feel like this is for betterment of your home life or a commitment or a connection of some kind. For some of you, this could be work and taking an opportunity that you really want to do, but maybe there's something there that you out of maybe 20 things you've got to do in a position, for example, maybe there's 2 things that you don't really want to do. Maybe for some of you, this is going from creative work to maybe a bit more technical work. Maybe there's something that's a little in conflict with you. This could be, you know, the way that you like to show love and the way someone receives love. There's a few different aspects here that seem to be want to be explored or want to be spoken about. But again, wherever you're leading to, I feel like you're heading in the right way, but it's people coming together. And I feel one person is more flexible than another in working this out or working towards an outcome. Ultimately, there is some insight that you have, Pisces. This is your energy, the High Priestess. There's some intuitive element that you feel pretty understood about. It's something that you know, and that I believe only you know, and it's an intuitive thing. And again, if you're waiting for it to show up or waiting for it to reveal or someone to open up their feelings, maybe you're a type of person that, you know, you do wear your heart on your sleeve and you open up about things. You're quite vulnerable, and I think that's a wonderful thing, you know. And maybe someone's being a bit closed off, or maybe someone's not sharing all the things right now. Or maybe you're choosing to hold back for a change. And until you see something in a certain way, or until you have a certain conversation to perhaps understand someone's motives or someone's experiences or how someone's feeling. But there's something that you know about this situation. And whatever it is, I feel like you know there is a positive direction forward, because whatever conversations, whatever news is happening, and for some of you, I am going to say it is work related. There is some offer or opportunity that I feel is opening up here, okay, with this Wands energy. But I also sense too that this is impacting something on the home front as well for some of you, okay, which is natural. As much as we want to separate work and home life, they feed off each other at some point in the intersection of who you are as a person. And I feel whatever commitment that you're making, I feel like you really want to hope that this comes through and works out, that gives you the support and the balance and the harmony that you need for your life forward. But maybe you don't have the answers yet, and that's what you're waiting on. Maybe you're in a bit of conflict which way this situation overall is going to go. But I think intuitively you do feel something is really coming to move forward in strength, in conversation, in new opportunity, and I do see that for you. So I do see a win at the end of this. I mean, you're starting with the sun. The sun is basically shining a light on this whole situation in support of you. And I think you energetically feel it with this sun and High Priestess, but I think there's still a little bit of a journey to get to this place. And I don't feel like it's that far along, to be upfront with you. I just feel like there's navigating little bits and pieces here, but you might be a little bit closed off to something or to someone until you get a result or witness something, or some conversation that you have gives you that clarity that you seek to go, okay, this is heading the way that I had hoped, or the way that I believed, or the way that I see things. And that's what I feel is happening here for you, Pisces. So hang in there. Keep trusting in the process. Keep shining your light. Keep being confident in who you are, what you know, and bring that light to wherever you're going, whatever that you're doing, because it is very supportive to you. And your power in this situation is that connection to things and people, how you show up. And I do think your flexibility more than anything. I'm not saying flexibility as in people pleasing, flexibility in a sense of being open to understand people, to work with people, to be compassionate and be supportive on navigating through a situation, whatever this is. I feel some of you are dealing and wheeling. I feel like some of you are wanting to understand how someone potentially feels. But again, as I said, outcome-wise, this is looking fantastic. So yeah, keep rolling forward. I'll speak to you soon. And again, if you want to connect for a private session, feel called, or want to know more, check it out. It is the first link below. And I'll catch you later. Bye.